Welcome to our casa. Welcome to our home. Hi, I'm Ralph Cianciarulo.
And I'm Vicki Cianciarulo.
We've been doing this for such a long time. You know, I'd like to say it's our trophies, but it's our lifestyle.
And we don't really have a quote-unquote trophy room. We kind of have a trophy everywhere, all over the place.
Yeah.
There's some in his cave, there's some in the house, I mean, everywhere.
Well, we're running out of room. The fun of it is we ain't stopping.
No, we got lots going on.
Yeah. So let's go over some things that we, well, mean a lot. You know, as I walk through here, and each mount, when you look at them, you realize that there's an adventure in each one. And it reminds us of that.
The memories that come pouring back every time that I look at that. I get to see him every single day.
One that I think stands out crazy
Yeah.
is your big whitetail
Yes,
in
Colorado.
eastern Colorado.
You and I were in a stand. It's my afternoon to hunt because we would trade out every other.
Yeah, we trade out.
We trade out.
I won't do that again.
And it's like the middle of November, and the bucks should not be together. And
No.
all these bucks came out together in a green field. And
6.
And then all of a sudden, they all kind of turn around, look, and this buck steps out. It was huge. I mean, I tried rattling, I tried grunting.
Nope.
None of them would even look at us.
There's no competition right there.
Right.
Until he stepped out.
And then the big guy just come
Yeah.
walking like he was on a string. It was crazy.
He jumps the fence, and I'm filming. And I can tell you right now, the whole tree is shaking.
It is.
And it's not just from her, it's from both of us. And I'm just filming this deer, and I'm going, oh my gosh, he's huge.
And the buck came into about 17 yards, and I shot him.
Yep.
I double lunged, but I also hit liver, so it was
Yep.
just a hair back, and he went running, and then I just started crying.
Well, all hell broke loose. And when I
did.
say all hell broke loose, it was her and I shaking so bad
like,
that
"Ugh."
she goes, wow, he was pretty nice. I'm like, Vicki. I'm telling you right now, that buck's over 200 inches.
Oh my gosh! What do you? Look at the mass on him. I can't put my hands around his horns. Look at this. Look. I can't put my hands around the faces. We never knew he was even in the area. The landowner that we were hunting on never saw him before,
Nope.
anything like that. And here I'm sitting there with this buck that has 25-inch mass scores on him around. It goes 203 and 5/8. He's a huge whitetail. Do you have a whitetail that big? No, I didn't think so.
Can we edit that out? Vicki, I had to promise her, though, that there's certain spots, like bathrooms, that I can't have mounts. So, I'll take you into our camel room. Now, this is a disaster because we just ended up hunting season. This is like the bat cave. You come down here, you're getting ready to get serious.
Would you like to talk about your mule deer?
Sure. We'd located this buck from a far distance, never really got close enough to him, didn't want to push him. And he was traveling with a doe and I think a forky or a spike. And we were going to wait till he bedded, and he never bedded, he just kept cruising. We actually lost him. And we were like, well, we're going to get out. As we are leaving, just looked over, and there he is, a few hundred yards, you could see
You
it.
could just see his antlers.
Yeah, and we're like, there he is. So we hurried up, we hunkered down, he's gonna bed. We watched him, and he disappeared.
So we finally decided we're gonna go, and Ralph goes, Vic, take your boots off.
Yeah.
I'm like, my boots off? There's cactus out here. What are you talking about?
Suck
I'm
it up,
filming him.
Buttercup.
I saw just tines in the tall, dried sunflowers
Yep.
and sagebrush, and I was like, Ralph. I got to about 40 yards, and I stopped, because we could not see the doe, and we could not see that spike.
We didn't know where they were.
No idea where they're at, and I'm like, I'm gonna hang back here, because if I mess this up, I know it.
35 yards, 30 yards, I felt confident. I could see which position he was laying. I came to full draw, and I grunted.
He didn't want to get up.
Nothing. And I kept getting closer and closer. I finally got to like 20 yards. I'm bleating, I'm grunting, nothing. I'm at full draw, and I snort wheeze, just like she did on her buck, holding my pin where I thought his chest would be. I realized I was only gonna have a millisecond. He comes up, and before he's even completely stable, my arrow's right into him. And he just runs about 30 yards and piles up, and then I
Ralph
fell apart.
loses it.
I fell apart.
Oh, God! Can you believe it? Billy! Woo! Oh! 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 I still got it, honey.
In all my life, never fathomed something like this. And I can tell you that right now. And again, you know, yes, they were exceptional animals,
Absolutely.
but we all shared it together. And that's what makes a trophy a trophy.
But it was more of the hunt itself and the reactions afterwards, I think, that makes it more of a trophy in my head, my heart.
So many get caught up in the score, the measurement,
Right.
you know what it is, and it's
Absolutely.
what you consider a trophy. I could tell you, I have a doe mounted. For 2 years, all she would do is come out in this field and snort and blow and everything. And I wanted to get her so bad, and then finally one year I did. And I had her half mounted because she was such a prized trophy. Trophy is truly in the eyes of the beholder. Every time you look at that specific animal, you live the entire adventure.
And you may think that we have too many that you wouldn't remember everyone, but I remember everyone.
Now, pictures do the same thing,
They do.
but I don't mind dusting because every
You
time
don't, I do. What are you talking about? He doesn't dust anything. That's all on me.
we can't thank you enough for watching us and supporting us all these years. God bless you, and we hope you have a wonderful, successful season on any trophy you're going after.